The title of this podcast is Don't Waste What Shows Up. Previously, before beginning the practice, when I reflect on those times, I certainly wasted what showed up. And what I mean by that is I missed out on opportunities to use those situations to grow, to be better. And I have since really been working on not missing those opportunities. As I've said in previous podcasts over the years, that I want to use every single moment that shows up as an opportunity for me to work on myself. And I certainly had that opportunity show up earlier this week on a Tuesday. I was on my way to Mayo Clinic to really host a tri-site. It was virtual, but for Arizona, I was one of the hosts in Arizona to host a leadership retreat for academic achievement for our physicians. This has been in the works for 3 months. I was humbled to be selected to be the host here in Arizona. And right after that, we had another meeting with senior leadership in our department chairs. Also humbled to be the administrative partner in that work as well. And on my drive there, driving, I left early to get there, to get to campus. And upon arriving on my way there, just minutes away from arriving to campus, I was going to exit the freeway. And right before me, I saw a car have a tire blowout in the lane in front of me. What I soon found out very quickly was that they ran over something in the road. It was a sheet of metal with raised edges, and it was impossible for me to avoid it. Not because of the speed in which I was traveling, because I was definitely at the speed limit, but because I had cars and lanes next to me, so I couldn't move out of the way. And had I done so, perhaps the driver behind me would have suffered a really serious fate. So as I bore the brunt of that and ran over it, I could hear a pop, and my tire pressure completely ran out, and I was thankfully able to pull over and ride as the pressure was running out up to the top of the exit ramp in which I waited. And in that moment, I was keenly aware that wishing what happened hadn't happened was not going to serve any purpose because it's already happened. Number two, I was clear that I had a choice to make, which was not to suffer through whatever was going to take place in the subsequent minutes and hours thereafter. I sent a few text messages to alert colleagues that I wouldn't be there to host the first meeting or to be co-host for the second meeting. And everyone who I reached out to really expressed the first thing, which was, I hope you're safe, which I really appreciated. And my friends, Terry and John, John was, it's a surgical day for him, and he was going to make the second meeting. My friend Terry who's an anesthesiologist, was in and out of the OR, and he was going to be there to co-host that second meeting too. Both of them asked, could they come and get me? Could they come and, and help me? Which I replied, which I thanked them for and told them after that I would be okay, and I just was going to handle this. And so I was able to join the second meeting virtually from my car as I waited for support from the insurance company to send a tow truck. And several phone calls to the insurance company, to adjusters, dropped phone calls, uh, being told twice that the tow truck was ordered only to sit there for an hour and find out that no truck had been ordered, to finally the tow truck arriving and me making my way to Discount Tire with the generosity of the tow truck driver to have the tire replaced 3.5 hours later from the initial event. I share all those details to say that at any to really to really share that at any moment I could have been upset, I could have been bothered, I could have been suffering, but instead I met everything that showed up in that moment with gratitude. Gratitude for my friends who were concerned about me and offered help. I was pleasant and kind to the many customer service representatives for the insurance company that I talked to over that 3 hours. Incredibly grateful for the tow truck driver who was pleasant and works expeditiously and safely to deliver the car and me to Discount Tire to have it repaired, as well as the folks at Discount Tire who did the work. At every step, I was keenly aware that I had a choice. So, as indicated by the title of the podcast, I think I did just that. I didn't waste what showed up for me in that day. And I encourage you that with as life unfolds for you, to really take a moment, to take a breath and reflect, to become aware that you have a choice in that moment. You can either use the moment to be free, to grow, to strengthen those skills that help you cultivate inner peace, or you can let the moment use you. And what I mean by that is to allow your ego to just go on autopilot and you react and be at the effect of both your ego and the moment instead of you being in control of you.